What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Flippin' Stoop. You guys, I hope your day is going good. I hope you're starting off strong. And my question of the day, I'm going to do a question of the day today, is what are you doing in your eBay business to make progress? And if you're not making progress, why? Ask yourself some questions. And if you're thinking about reselling and haven't started yet, why haven't you started yet? If you don't, most people are, it's because they're scared. They're fearful of the unknown. That is just 100% natural for all human beings, is to be fearful of the unknown. You don't know what you're facing. You don't know what kind of failures you're going to have. You don't know what to invest into, what not to invest into. But I'm telling you, if you don't take the plunge a year down the road, you'll kick yourself in the butt. I'm so grateful that I took the plunge 13 months ago, guys. I started my new store, I think I was just looking and it said 7 months ago. And it's already generating pretty damn good income with a new niche. So there is no reasoning behind not starting. Well, I don't know where to start, Justin. Start researching. Like literally, or watch some of these videos, watch some other people's videos, but literally start putting something into action every single day and you will begin to get rewards. It's not going, is eBay going to be an overnight success? Absolutely not. You're not going to be successful overnight. It's just not going to happen. And people are like, well, why am I going to put energy? Ooh, I see a spider. Why am I going to put energy into something without any rewards? Well, you guys hear me talk many of times about working a regular 9-to-5 job, is you're putting a lot of work in for minimal rewards because that is instant gratification. Most of us don't like to work for anything that they're not getting a reimbursement for their time, right? You're not getting paid for your time when you first start listing on eBay. So what's the sense, right? So you can make a good substantial amount of money, the money you deserve a year down the road, 6 months down the road. I'm going to give you a prime example. When you go to college, you are going to college for 2 to 4 years, maybe 12 months, whatever, if you're doing a skilled trade or whatever. But you're going to college for that many years, and you are paying out of your pocket eventually to go to school for that, and you're going to wait 4 years to start your career. That's going to take you another 5 years to hit max pay there, or possibly even 10 years. So you're going to have 14 years invested into schooling and then your occupation to start making the income you believe you deserve. You don't have to put that much. People are like, well, why am I going to put a year or two into eBay without the results I want? Well, why do you put 4 years into college and then another 5 years into that occupation until you get the pay and salary that you feel you deserve? My opinion, if you go all in on eBay, you will make way more money, way faster than you ever would going to get a college education. And some people will disagree with me about that. But there's no limits to eBay. There's limits to your occupation. I don't care if you're a heart surgeon. They're only going to pay you a certain amount per heart surgery. Now, and I'm not saying it's bad pay whatsoever. If you're a heart surgeon, don't think I'm trying to discourage you from saving other people's lives. It's a beautiful thing. But what I'm trying to get you to say is they're only going to pay you so much. Like, you're not going to make $10 million every heart surgery. I don't believe. I don't know. Maybe you can. But what I'm just saying is the sky's the limit on eBay. You can build it as big as you want to. You can keep it small and live a mediocre lifestyle with $30,000 to $40,000 of income. I believe you can build that in a year. You can get a $40,000 a year salary after putting a year into eBay. You can easily establish that. You can get 6 figures in a couple years. Easy. And that's my goal for this next 365 days, is to get really close, like between 80 and 100K in 1 year. Now, that doesn't happen overnight. You're going to go through a lot of failures. And this is what I'm saying. If you have the thought of starting to resell, don't procrastinate. Just get started, because I did it for 12 months, guys. I did research. I watched videos. I studied every store I went to. I looked up items to see if I could resell them. And I'm not discouraging you from doing that, but don't do it for 12 months. There's no need. You're going to learn a lot more hands-on. Your hands-on mistakes is going to get you to where you want to get to. Don't think you can cram all that knowledge in your brain and start, and then a month down the road, you're going to be successful because you crammed all the information you think you need. It doesn't happen like that. You can have all the information in the world to run a successful eBay business, and if you start applying it, you're going to have some obstacles get in your way you never thought of. Trust me, that is going to happen throughout my 13 months of reselling. I've went through many obstacles. I've went through actually one complete eBay business failing, and I can tell you guys exactly what not to do and the reason why that business failed. So actually that business failure was actually a very good life lesson for the next one I started on eBay. To not sell all over the place. Don't sell things. If I'm not 1,000%, if a CD player works the way a CD player should work, then don't sell it. Like if you don't know 100% the product that you are selling, don't sell it. Like, I mean, I take that back, because when you first start a niche, I'm still learning clothes, and I'll be learning clothes for the next 10 years. I know it. Because there's something new I learn every single day about clothes that I never knew. And so you're not going to know everything about your niche right in the beginning. But if you're knowledgeable of something and you got a head start, that is a good start. Like if you know fashion, that's a good start to get into selling clothes, because you know a little bit of the trends that you're looking for and other people are looking for. Another thing I've learned throughout my niche of reselling clothes, guys, is don't just buy the items that you like. Because just because it's your style doesn't mean that that's what style's in. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Just because you think it's attractive doesn't mean the next person thinks it's attractive, or the majority think it is attractive, right? So be open-minded and go outside. Like I used to just start with men's denim jeans. Now I sell more women's items than I do anything. I sell more knitted sweaters, cardigans, denim jeans, shorts, coats, and it goes on and on and on. And if I looked at my women's side of my business to my men's side, women's side is probably 70% of my eBay business, or 75%. Somewhere in that margin, that's how much more of women's items I sell daily than I do men's. Why not list what sells, right? But don't procrastinate getting started. If you've watched one of my videos, guys, and you have something inside you thinking that you can do the same thing, look, I don't have no special magic formula within me. I'm just your average Justin flipping stoop guy. That's all I am. I'm no different than you. I just went through the hurdles, and things are getting a little smoother now and more consistent. There's nothing different about me than there is you. You're going to go through a lot of the similar failures that I went through, and my objective of these videos is to help teach you guys not to have to go through some of the failures that I went through. For example, selling all over the place. Some people do good at it. Like there's an American picker guy, I forget his name, Treasure Hunter or something like that. That's what he does. He finds all kinds of oddball ends and then items and does auctions and sells and so on and so forth. And he does really good. But I don't want to put that much time into researching every item. I want to sell something I'm familiar with. I want to know how to measure chest to chest, shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to hem, the important measurements in a measurement, the sleeve length, so on and so forth. I want to know how to be able to do that. And I don't want to have to think about the process, because the more you got to think about the process of you listing, the slower of a lister you're going to be, which is in turn not going to give you the best revenue. If you have to do 30 minutes of research on every single item you're listing, it's going to take you all day to get 10 items done. It's going to take you all day to get 15 items done. Where you should be able to get to a point where you can list between 8 and 12 items an hour. If you can do 8 to 12 items an hour, you're in a pretty good situation, right? Maybe your capital's too small right now and you can't actually list 20 to 30 to 40 items yet, but keep going and you will. Keep going, and that money will generate, and then stick that money. If you really want your business to grow, the money that you're making on eBay, don't go blow it on some fancy shit. Take that money and invest it right back into more inventory so you can get your numbers up. Because it is the golden rule to reselling on eBay is the more you list, the more you make. It's just bottom line. There's no way around it. And they want to see you listing a certain amount of items every single day. If you start out listing 5 items a day, 1 item a day, list 1 item the next day. List 1 item the following day. And keep going. And then gradually build up to 2 items, to 3 items, to 4 items, to 5 items, to 10 items, 50. And continue to go. You might not think in the beginning when you're first starting that you'll ever be able to list 30 to 40 items in a day. because I thought the exact same way, guys. I'm like, I was hearing people that were saying they were listing 80 and 100 items a day. I'm like, they're working 24 hours around the clock. No, they didn't. They figured out something and they started learning one niche and they got really good at it and they shaved their listing time down between 8 and 12 minutes. Actually, between, I'm between 5 and 8 minutes per listing. But if you can do a listing in 10 minutes, that means you can do 6 an hour. So really, you could do 30 items. What would that be, guys? 5 times 6 is 30. In 6 hours, you could do 30 items, which is 2 hours less of work than you would have at your 9 to 5, and you would make more money. I can almost guarantee you that. Unless you're just finding items that are not sellable, and then they're just not going to sell. I actually have some of them on my store from when I first started selling in the niche of clothes. I was basically grabbing anything and everything I could, Star Wars shirts that weren't vintage or anything like that, and they've sat there. And they haven't went nowhere because I didn't know clothes like I thought I knew clothes. So I encourage you guys just to take the plunge, get involved with this group, be a part of the group, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You can always reach out to me. I'll take time out of my day, a little bit, every single day, to reach out and help somebody out. Somebody's helped me up. I think it's very important to give it back. I love you guys all. It's your boy Flippin' Soup. I hope this video helped.